What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the stocks that you guys need to watch for tomorrow. And I swear to God, every single time I say this market cannot get crazier, it gets crazier. Today I blew past my record profits from Friday, which were $7,000, and today, guess how much I made? I made over $18,000, which I locked in, and it's mind-blowing. I mean, these numbers are losing meaning to me. Like, there's no longer an emotional connection to the amount of insane money that I'm making in this market. And I just want to be able to help you guys make even somewhere near that, you know? 10% of 18,000 is 1,800. I think a lot of you guys will be pretty happy making that. So that's my goal with this video. Hopefully by the end of it, you will understand what you should be looking for in these stocks tomorrow and exactly how you should be playing them. So yeah, let's dive into the charts. And I'm not going to show you guys a video of me in a Speedo this time. Sorry. I know you guys wanted that again, but it's not going to happen. All right, what is up, guys? I can't show you the actual total gain and loss on my account today because for whatever reason, Fidelity decided that TSNP, it didn't know its cost basis, even though I can still see it in the orders that I placed. So it even deleted it from on Friday, so I can't even see what I made from TSNP on Friday. But I added up manually again, and it's just over $18,000 today, which is absolutely crazy. But I just want to talk about the stocks again that you guys need to be watching tomorrow. So there's a couple stocks that we're squeezing after hours, and again, if a stock squeezes after hours and it holds its gains pre-market, there's a pretty good chance that it keeps going. Need I remind you, OCGN, I talked about this one in my last video. It squeezed after hours. Look what it did in pre-market the next day. Held its gains very well, never broke below $8, spiked right at open, came back down, consolidated, spiked past those highs, and went all the way up to $18.50. And again, this was at $3 yesterday. So there's a lot of potential in these plays. So I want to talk to you about these. There's a couple that I traded after hours, made a few $100 on. So CHCI, this is one that I don't know what the news is. I don't know if there's any news. It just was squeezing after hours. It's pretty low float. So just be watching this one. I mean, in terms of, it's like the year high right now already in after hours. So this could definitely keep going. Definitely keep going. Be watching this one. And that is a NASDAQ, of course. I didn't really trade NASDAQs too much today, but we got another one here. Let's see, RCON, this is another one. RCON, this one again, spiked really hard in after hours and is somewhat holding the gains. So we have to see where this finishes. But again, you know, if it's up in the 360s, 370s pre-market and then can break through these highs at 410, that's a pretty good sign. Just know that there's probably some resistance in this area, but you can see, I mean, breaks this, probably testing 5, I would say. I think it's a pretty safe bet. And let's see, I'm trying to pull my orders here so that I can see what else you guys need to be watching. Well, let's start with the basics, of course. TSNP, my good old friend TSNP, had another green day. And you can see here the wick is a little bit longer on this one. And, you know, kind of long wicks on both sides. Typically this is a sign of a reversal. So this could be the last green day in this run. And again, before you guys get butthurt, if you're in love with TSNP, I believe in this long term. I think this is going well above where it is now long term. But you know, if you can sell in the 170s and buy back at $1, I don't think there's any issue with that. But you know, if you don't think it's going down there, feel free to hold through, you know, whatever drop may come. So that is how I feel about it. This one ripped right at open. And again, I took big size right as it was ripping it open and bought right here. Ended up selling right here in this area, I believe. Maybe I sold early. And then I dip bought it, obviously, and rode this bounce. So, I mean, I made a good like 3,000 on this in the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of the day, which was nice. And then it just kind of stagnated. I think I dip bought some in here. And then it did nothing for the rest of the day. So just kind of consolidated the rest of the day. So got to see what this brings. Obviously, there's a big potential for a lot bigger panic. I'm not even sick anymore. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, again, just be careful if you're dip buying these guys because it could, you know, bounce, have a little mini bounce, and then continue to tank past the original bounce. So just be careful if you are dip buying this. FORW, again, this one was in play. Kind of did the same thing, spike right at open, and then big tank down off of that, nice bounce off of that. just lots of plays, man. You get too many red candles in a row, it's a buy. Too many green candles in a row, you got to take your profits. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I got in here at the end of the day as well because forwardly dipped down and TSNP really wasn't dipping at all. So I was pretty confident it was going to come back because that was a nice trade. Made like, I don't know, 800 on that. Let's see, what else? OZSC, this one went insane today. Went insane, had a nice breakout today. Absolutely blew past that 27 area. And, you know, not surprising. Once it gets past that area, it served as the new support. What do you know? That always happens, you know? Previous levels of resistance serve as the new support. And broke through and then came back down, touched that, ran, you know, continued going. And, I mean, this could be at 50 cents tomorrow. It could break 50 cents and go to 60, 70. I have no idea. But this is definitely a stock that's going to have a lot of opportunities, and I'm going to be trading this. But again, guys, I'm here to ride momentum, and I'm here to dip buy. I'm not here to hold and hope if I buy right here and then it goes against me. I'm getting out quickly if it goes against me. So just know that. SFOR. Wait, you know what? That's from last Friday. Let's see what else I was trading today. Took some profits on GMPR, but still swinging around, I think, a third of my position, and I want to swing that to around 50 cents. That would be ideal. Let's see, TNXP. This is bootleg TNSP, in my opinion. But we had a nice little washout here, so I tried to dip by this, and I'm not sure if I did it super well. I forget what happened here, but I mean, it's a little bit choppy, but you know, you get too many red candles. Again, it's a nice entry there, so that's just what I saw on that one. ALPP, oh boy, this one is potentially going to have a nice little panic. Again, you can see had a beautiful breakout of those, you know, those levels there. Still running, man. I mean, it's insane. That's beautiful. So it could break $10. It could definitely break $10, but you could also see a really nice panic. So again, this one I'm going to be riding momentum and dip buying, but look for those key levels on this one. Obviously, you know, high a day break at 9:30 from today. If it does that tomorrow, it's probably going to try to test $10. If it breaks $10, it could see a nice little run. So be aware of that. Be ready for that. Let's see what else. AITX. I think I traded that today as well. Had some nice breakouts of the whole cent area and intraday resistance. You can see here, could not break this for the longest. This area right here, and then as soon as it did, popped up nice. There was a nice dip buy on this, and yeah, I mean, it was nice. Had some nice trades on that. Let's see what else. ALYI, this one was going hard too. ALYI, big morning panic on this one, and then, you know, kind of a slow grind back up. So this one, I'm not sure. I might have gotten in here, but there's just so many OTC stocks that give the same opportunities, guys. I guess that's the main thing that I want to say. So this has had a lot of green days in a row. It could definitely see a bigger morning panic, but you know, if it breaks out past important levels, I mean, I guess it's breaking out here. There's not really much more important levels that you can see. Yeah, I mean, it already broke out past those levels, so it's I mean, it could keep running. I guess, you know, no issue riding momentum on this one. I'd be looking for those, you know, intraday resistance levels, previous high days, whole cent breakouts, etc., to ride the momentum up. And then, you know, you see too many red candles, see it starting to bounce, just hop in on the bounce, and that is what I do on that one. I also just want to say I'm not a financial advisor. Let me just throw that out there. I'm a guy in a basement who just happens to trade stocks, so don't listen to me. Consult with a professional. ENZC, this one had a nice uptrend. My gosh, I mean, this one is just this one's just going hard, man. It's going hard. We're probably going to see a better panic on this one. I definitely bought that panic. I'm trying to think what else. I'm not sure where else I got this one, but I'm looking for a panic on this one at this point. I mean, it's getting pretty overextended. I mean, it could definitely have one more green day, maybe a couple more. I mean, it could break through $1 tomorrow. Who knows? But the better setup is probably going to be those dip buys. So unless I get a nice dip buy, I'm not going to be going in with size on this one. Let's see, SBFM. SBFM, that's another one. I guess it was doing something. I don't know. This is one that had a breakout, you know, past these levels, so probably worth keeping on your watch list. GTLL, this is another one. Oh my gosh. Again, this one I wanted to buy at the break of 1 cent. Look at the run it's been on. I mean, Jesus. That's crazy. Probably should have stuck to my guts on this one and swung it, but you know, is what it is. But I mean, look at that beautiful run. That's a lot of green candles. Some good dip buys on this one, even though that dip kind of failed, but it made a higher low and then obviously went on to run higher. Another good dip buy there. Some FOMO here and then another good dip buy here. So this one is going to continue to be in play. Obviously, if it keeps going, it could break 5 cents. It could break, I don't even know, 10 cents, whatever. The higher it goes, the better the panic. That's what's going to happen. Let's see, GURE. I traded this one. This is just one that popped up on Trade Ideas. Probably not worth mentioning, but you know, if you get a stock that pops up on Trade Ideas, very low float, and you see it moving, getting some volume, and you can get in like here. Typically, when there's some more volume that comes in, there's like a quick pop, and you can sell into that. So I mean, $1 a share pop in 3 minutes is nice, man. I'll take that. Take that with 1,000 shares, and it's pretty quick profits. Normally, it's worth it. GAXY. Just got to be careful chasing on these because they normally just die. Keep that in mind. GAXY, this one also was going hard. I mean, OTCs have been so insane, and I think that's why I've been profiting so much in this market, because OTCs are going the most insane they've ever gone, if that makes sense. GAXY, yeah, I mean, it's just going hard, so be aware of that, you know. It's did it break out past this level? Yeah, it broke out past this level, and that was the important level. So at this point, I mean, breakout past 5 cents, continues running. I mean, just ride the momentum on this one. Look for those intraday resistance breakouts, and you know, if it spikes right open, maybe try to hop on. COUV. COUV, this was another one. Went absolutely insane. I mean, man, I mean, it's still going. Closed right at high day. I would expect this one to gap up personally. I just didn't have the balls to overnight it. I say that every time, but you know, it is what it is. I like managing risk, and we'll see what this does. Definitely going to continue to be in play. Again, dip buys and breakouts. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. FORW, yeah. AITX, SING. This had a nice breakout today. I mean, it was nice. No other word for it. I got in for the break of, what was it, 6? Yeah, I think I got in for the break of 6. I got in right here for the break of 6 when it finally did it. And it actually, I think it sketched me out. I ended up getting out here because I didn't have the nerve to hold it in case it fell back through, because I got 400,000 shares. I went a little crazy on this one, and yeah, I mean, it was a nice little whole cent breakout. Again, when whole cents coincide with like previous intraday resistance, it's typically you get a nice pop. So that's what happened on that one. It was pretty slow moving, slow execution. I think that one, I mean, I literally had a market sell on that one for like 5 minutes before I finally got executed. So definitely very frustrating. Got to be careful with that. DPLS, the OTCs go on and on. Again, I'm focused mainly on OTCs. I mean, this one just went hard. It went really hard. Look at that. Beautiful spike up. And breakout past all those levels. Now, it probably is going to continue to run. Probably is going to continue to run if I had to guess. I mean, it broke past this level. So it's probably going to have another green day tomorrow. Maybe have a big gap up. So probably worth holding on overnight, honestly. HQGE. This was the dip buy of, well, maybe not the century, but HQGE. This one was an insane dip buy. I mean, this thing just absolutely tanked. Absolutely tanked. And I ended up getting in right here with some pretty big size, and made some nice profits, man. I definitely took them too soon. It might have been a little choppy on that bounce, but I think I made like 1,000, maybe 900, 800 in like a minute or two. So crazy. You see a crazy run up like this, you want to chase it, but you just gotta wait at this point. You know, if you see this, let me zoom in a little bit. If you see this, like when it's like this, you can't buy it, guys. You can't. You just can't. You can't chase because you don't have an opportunity to get out when it tanks. And I mean, yeah, it kept going, but look at that. I mean, look, that's down what, almost 50%. That's down almost 50% in 2 minutes. So a way better entry is here because it's really likely to bounce up. And what do you know? It does. I mean, from 53, 50, 51, I mean, you could get in at 60, ride all the way up to 70, 75, 80. That's a beautiful buy. Absolutely beautiful buy. So that's the plays you want to focus on. This closed near high day, so this is probably gapping up. I should have bought this one at the break of 1 penny. I just wasn't paying attention, even though I have a ton of screens now. I don't know if you guys saw. Let's see. Anything else? ALPP, talked about that. Did I talk about MINE? I'm not sure. MINE. Yeah, this one's super important. I mean, this is on big watch. This is gonna be running hard tomorrow if it can break past that 54 cent 1 year high, 52-week highs. So be watching that. Again, it closed right above that psychological mark. I wish I'd been watching this one. I gotta throw that on my watch list right now. Add to watch list. Because man, I do not want to miss this. I do not want to miss this stock. It's if it breaks out past 54, I mean, oof, we could see this hitting a penny tomorrow. Honestly, would not surprise me. I could be 100% gains. So definitely be watching that one. Let's see what else. AITX, did I talk about that already? AITX, I think I might have. Yeah, I talked about that already. VISM, this is another really good dip buy, I believe. Yeah, look at that dip buy, bro. Look at that dip buy. Beautiful dip buy. Oh my goodness. Nail these opportunities, guys, and your account will grow so fast. And again, if you're a beginner and you don't have more than $25,000 and your buying power is limited, focus on the setups like this. I wouldn't recommend the 1 cent breakouts. Those are just because I have the buying power to do it. Focus on the setups like this, because you nail one trade like this a day, your account is growing extremely quickly. So, God, I mean, there's just so many. SMPW, this was also going. SMPW. I mean, this is back in play now. So many OTCs. I'm focused on OTCs because they're the easiest to read. And yeah, ALYI. I think I talked about that. Yeah, so my biggest loss today was on SINO after hours because I thought I was going to squeeze, and it was, but it didn't do it. It didn't break past the highs, if that makes sense. And that's what it would need. It would need to break past these highs at 11 to squeeze. It could. I mean, this could have pulled a OCGN and squeezed it in, you know, 50% after hours, but it couldn't do that. And I ended up missing my entries and then chasing. So like I wanted to buy here and I missed my entry, so I ended up chasing here and then cutting losses. And then I was trying to get in here and I ended up chasing here, and then it got chopped out here, so I cut, you know, etc. So I chased and then cut too many times. So I took like a $600 loss after hours on this one. But I mean, clearly it didn't ruin the day if I'm closing at 18,000. So I was able to make more than that back on those other two tickers after hours. So it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, that is it for today, guys. There's going to be so many opportunities tomorrow. So if you made it to the end, you don't know what to do, definitely check out the Discord in the description, because I'm calling these plays out live. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll show you guys my setup if you didn't see it already. Typically, I have this one filled with like 6 charts as well. We got this going on, and we got the trade ideas up here. Once I get a new video card, I'm gonna have this this monitor turned on as well. So absolutely sick. And yeah, let's grow better together, and I'll see you in the next video. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que tú por mí sientes.